Hello, welcome back. Libra, this is your reading for January 2026. So let's see what it has in store for you. Geez, this card keeps coming up in almost every reading I've done. And same with that one. Okay, I'll leave these like this. All right, your central card, your central focus in the current situation you are in is the Eight of Pentacles right here in the middle. That is your present day card. It's showing me that you are hard at work. You are a master of what you do, and you've been there quite a while. So to me, it's almost like this is representative of your work life. You've been, or at least your career. So it might not be the same company; it could be a different company, but the same sort of job position. You've been doing it for a while, and you're really good at it. Okay, so that's what it's saying for your present day moment. It's really focused on your work, career, finances. Now, to accent that, your strength card is this Six of Cups. It is really, the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. Um, it's about looking into the past. So, past memories. There are things in the present that are triggering you back to look in the past, and they are things that make you happy. Okay. So, whatever you're doing work wise, or someone around you at work is making those triggers happen. So they're bringing out some kind of excitement from the past, maybe even making you feel like a little kid. Okay, so depending on the job that you have, this could resonate. Now, a weakness that Libra that you have is the sun. Now, the sun is generally not a weakness at all. The sun is a great card. It is all about being that happy, happy, joy, that warmth, spirit. It could represent new beginnings. So just think about it. When the spring comes out, you come out of winter and you put your face out there in the sun and you can really feel the heat. That's the sun. That's the kind of warmth that it represents. So to me, that might, if that shows up as a weakness to me, that means there's probably other people around you that are jealous of that. So, to shine as much as the sun, that's a good thing. It's a positive thing. Yes, someone can shine too much, but in general, it probably indicates that there's people around you that are jealous. Okay, so again, watch out for that. Now, your recent past card is represented by the Tower. And the Tower, again, this is a card that has come up in almost every reading for January. It really represents things coming to an end very, very quickly. You can see here the lightning bolt. So something that's going to come out of nowhere, everything's going to collapse all at once. It's not going to feel good at all. Okay. Now, it's because it's in the recent past. This is telling me that it's already happened. So you've probably come from a situation where, oh my God, things hit you hard, and now you're a master at your work because you put your focus, you put your energy in the work environment. Now, with the Tower, you need to know that even though things might be collapsing, that means it leaves room for something new to enter into your orbit. Okay. Then we go down here to which is your near future card, which is the King of Cups. The King of Cups represents someone who's in charge of their emotions. They've been through a lot of ups and downs in their life. The King of Cups, he can also wear his heart on his sleeves. So very forthcoming with the emotions. And whenever there's a decision or something to make, it's based on emotions. Okay. So we'll pull a couple of other cards to see how you get from the past to the present to the future. Right now, we're going to work on the four corners, which represent the four elements. So the first one here is Earth. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is very fitting. It's an Earth element card. This one here is, you're going from the 7 to the 8, okay? So in the recent past, you may be very frustrated with the job or whatever you're in because you felt like you've put in a lot of work and things were not coming to fruition. And so it's a card that will teach you patience. And funny enough, you go from, it's highlighting the Eight of Pentacles. So you're moving forward, you're progressing. So to me, that's showing that you're still doing what you're doing, you like what you're doing, and you become a master at it. And now the fruits of the labor are almost about to come out. The next is your mindset. So it's the air element. And that's the Three of Cups. So if I relate it to the Eight of Pentacles, the mindset here is there very much could be a good group of friends that you have at work that you hang out with. And they also catapult you into being able to be the master at your job, to be really good at it. They're a support system for you. And I think that's wonderful. That's great because not a lot of people have that. Your next card is your fire element card. And we have the Seven of Wands. This has come up. I think this is now the third time for this month for different signs. It's quite interesting. Now, the Seven of Wands is representative of conflict. You will always come out on top. That's what it's showing here. You're in the bubble, and you're protected by the bubble, and you know it. So whoever's kind of poking at you, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So you don't have to worry about it. So along with the good support system you have at work, you also have people that are kind of jealous and they're poking at you as much as they can. So it's quite an interesting environment that you're in. Lastly is the water element. So this is your emotional aspect here. And we have the Chariot. So the Chariot is all about speed, taking control of the path that you want to go to. The Chariot is the young version of the Emperor. So there's a lot of fire, a lot of passion in the Chariot. You can see the yin and yang element represented there. So how does it relate to your Eight of Pentacles? Well, it's basically saying your emotional needs, they were put on fast track somehow, some way. And I have a feeling it had to do with the Tower. So something happened where things collapsed and the Chariot came in, kind of almost swept you off your feet, like pulled you out of nowhere, and provided you to focus, that determination on the work. So that's where the Chariot kind of comes in. Now, let's look at your external influences, which is the line at the top. To me, your external influences are your friends. So we're going from, you've put in a lot of work here with the friendships that you have. And again, they might be long-term friendships here. This is, again, it's like something coming from the past, right? The nostalgia feeling. So to me, that's indicating that you have some long-term friends that are around you, that you've worked really hard to maintain the friendships, and they're all in an equal playing field, right? So that's good. They can influence you in a very positive way. Your internal influences here at the bottom, you have the Chariot, the Sun, and the Seven of Wands. So what that's telling me is it's high energy, right? Very quick, because you've got the Sun and the Chariot. That's all high energy here. So internally, you've got the passion, you've got the fire, you've got the flame, but there is some conflict that's happening internally. Maybe you don't have that self-worth, and you're struggling, you're fighting with it, but you should, right? You should have that self-worth. So keep that in mind. Those are some internal influences you might have. And lastly, let's look how you got from the past to the present. Oh, interesting. We had the Tower to the Lovers to the Eight of Pentacles. So to me, right there, that is one of two things. I have a feeling that there's some kind of a relationship here that kind of caused turmoil, that maybe ended. Um, it just quite interesting. When you have the Lovers influencing the Tower, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. We could also look at it from the point of the Tower, or the result, the next step, the middle step is the Lovers. So things came crumbling down for you first, and then you had the Lovers, which the Lovers is all about making a decision. And this is kind of where I'm leaning towards, right? It makes more sense logically. Um, so the Tower happened. You had to make some sort of a decision, and the decision you made was to bury yourself at work, focus in at work, and become a master at it. Now, let's look at how you got from the Eight of Pentacles, so from the present day to your future. Okay, the Hangman. So the Hangman is about looking at things from a different perspective. So you're upside down. The Hangman is not a bad card the way you might interpret it. You are free. You're not tied and bound like your typical version of the Hangman. This here is just basically signifying, you know what? You've opened your mind. You don't look within the box anymore. You see things from a different perspective. So what I'm seeing here from that hard work focus, that mastery, you're now opening your mind to different things, different opportunities, different perspectives, and you have the King of Cups as your future. So whatever happened in the past, you're not taking it to your near future. Okay, so it's kind of showing to me, you learned your lesson, you're looking at things from a different angle, and there could be somebody that's entering your life in the near future. Okay, so that's the way I see things for the month of January. I hope this resonates with you. If it does, hit the like button. Don't forget to share. And until next month, shine your light.